Shalom. I'm Malka, and I'm here recording with you guys. So, I just felt compelled to speak on why I keep the law and why I follow the Hebraic faith and Hebraic culture and way of life. So, for those who don't know, the law, the Torah, is God's commands. And if you hear me say Yah or Yahweh, that's the name of God of the Holy Bible. So it's keeping his laws, following his commands, and walking in perfection. And walking in perfection means that you are obediently following his commands that he laid out for us. So that's what basically the Hebrew mindset and way of life is. Very, very minute in a nutshell. So, why do I keep the law? So, about almost 8 months ago, I was sitting in a restaurant and I had my Bible out and I was attempting to read my Bible. I think this was like the third night in a row, attempting to read my Bible while drinking. And whenever I drank, I got drunk. I lived many years living a life as an alcoholic and an addict, and only because of the mercy of God, I'm clean and sober today. But during that time, I really wanted to get his word, and I had prayed and asked for understanding, and it was revealed to me during that time, sitting there in the restaurant, just ordered a drink, and I'm about to take a drink, and it was revealed to me, and my Creator revealed that I'm not going to get what I want, the understanding that I wanted and that I desired, without a sober mind. And that was the last drink that I had, and that was the last day I took anything mind altering substance. So even just that little part, without me knowing the in-depthness that I know now about the Hebrew walk of life and the faith, I knew that my higher power had told me, and when I say told me, I mean commanded me to not take a drink again, because he wanted to show me something. He wanted me to live my life in a different manner that I had been doing for years, in order to benefit me, and benefiting me benefits him. So I didn't know too much of nothing the first two chapters in to Genesis, but I knew that my Creator did not want me to take a drink in order for me to get his word. So after almost 7.5 months now, I've done pretty in-depth study. I walk my life. I walk according to my Creator and what he wants for me. So whenever I make something, whether it be I'm cooking, or I'm drawing, or I'm writing, or I used to weld, or if I'm welding, I'm creating something in order for it to see all the glory that is deserved to do so. I'm creating it in intention for it to be perfect. In order for it to be perfect, there's a certain particular order that I have to follow. If I'm writing, there's a certain particular order that I write in order to convey what I want to be conveyed to my readers reading what I'm writing. If I'm cooking, I may take 2 or 3 hours to cook for my husband in order for it to be the most perfect meal that I lay down on the table. And if it's not perfect, I correct it. And I continue to do so in a particular order where I control it. But I control it in a way that is perfect. And if I'm welding, I may weld on something and go back and fix it because, you can manipulate the metal. But I do it in a way where the end product is going to be perfect for whoever I'm making something for, or if I'm making something for myself. I want it to be perfect because I want it to stand. I want it to fulfill its purpose. I want it to do its job. So whenever I think about keeping the law, I understand that my Creator designed these laws, designed His commands in order for me to have the most beneficial, productive, and perfect life. And nothing else had ever made sense before. Nothing ever made sense like keeping the law and following His commands than anything else in my life. When you know, if my Creator tells me not to eat a certain thing, it's to benefit me. Whenever my Creator tells me a certain way to worship, a certain way to come to Him, it's to benefit me, to show Him the glory. Whenever my Creator tells me how to be a servant to Him, how to serve Him, it's to benefit me, to show Him the glory. And it creates such a peace, such a happiness I've never felt in my life, being able to walk in this faith, to be able to follow His commands, to be able to be obedient to Him. And in the Western mindset, obedience is such a negative connotation, but whenever you actually understand obedience according to Yah, then you understand that it's for you to live your life the happiest you can get in order to get blessings. And that's all my Creator wants to do, is to give me my heart's desire. So that's why I keep the law. I want to show Him that I love Him. And keeping the law is showing me that I love Him. Yah says, if you love me, you'll keep my commands. And He also says that the greatest command of all is to love Him with all your heart. So if you understand that whenever He tells you, if you love me, you'll keep my commands, then you understand that that's the greatest love you can show your Creator, is to keep His commands in order for Him to bless you abundantly, in order for your mind to really understand, to be able to grasp why you're here, in order for you to gain your purpose, to know your purpose according to Him. It's a beautiful thing. I walked all of my life on this earth up until 7.5 months ago, not knowing why I was here, not having any type of order in my life whatsoever, doing whatever I wanted to do because that's what I felt was right. But now I live my life not based on feelings, but I live my life on concreteness that was designed by my Creator. I live my life according to Him. I'm obedient to Him. And whenever I'm obedient to Him, everything else falls into place. Whenever I keep His commands, everything else falls into place. I'm happy. I used to walk around with so much anger, and every day it's still a process because I'm learning and I'm new to the faith, but I want it so bad, and I want to show my Creator I love Him so much because He saved me. Whenever I was in my addiction, I almost died. I almost didn't make it out. There could have been many times that I could have been to prison for the stuff I was doing. I could have been dead for the stuff that I went through, and my Creator saved me. I begged him while the brief times that I was clean and sober. I know he heard me, and he pulled me out. He sent me his servants in order to help me, to pull me out. He drew me to him, and I draw closer to him now because he saved my life. And that's why I keep his commands. I want to show my appreciation, my love to him. So I've had a lot of criticism over the past several months that regarding me following this lifestyle. And I know that's just because of the lack of knowledge and ignorance that that the people that I hold dear to me just don't understand. And I was the same way. So I get a lot of criticism. A lot of people don't understand what Hebrew even means, don't understand what obedience even means, don't understand what love even means. Love is the most misused word that we use. When I found that out, I was like, whoa. But, you know, it doesn't really matter how much criticism I get, because I'm going to continue to walk in this life, because I've never known anything so right than this. I've never known so much truth than this. When I'm talking about truth, I'm talking about biblical truth. Truth in Yeshua, my Messiah, Jesus. Truth in the one true Elohim, God, Yahweh. You know, and I'm never going to give that up again. Even whenever I feel like I can't take life no more, I'm never going to sacrifice myself back over to demons again, to sacrifice myself back over to the streets again, because they didn't love me. Nope, that lifestyle did not love me at all. I know who loves me. I know that my Creator, my Father in heaven, loves me, you know, and I'm willing to lay down my life for him. I'm willing to die. If someone came up to me today and told me to deny him and told me that everything was a lie, and if I didn't deny him, and if I continue to walk in his ways, then I would die. I'd be willing to die. And I'll be at peace doing it, honestly, because I know what the outcome will be. You know, my faith is bigger than a mustard seed, and I put in the work. You know, I put in the work with the faith. So there's really no turning back, because that's how much I love my Creator. That's how much I appreciate my Creator. Even whenever I'm having bad days and things, and I don't walk as perfectly as I wanted to, and I'm having to fight with my ego, I'm having to fight with my pride, I'm having to fight with my anger, and I'm having to lay my cross down. I'm having to fight with my flesh. Those days I still try to walk in obedience, because I know that's what's best for me. And I know that because I stay in his word, and I know what my Creator says is best for me. That's what's best for me, because he's trying to make my life perfect for me. He's trying to bless me. He's trying to make sure I'm abundantly overjoyed and happy all day, every day, you know? And whenever I take life for granted, I have to remember my love for him and what he's done for me. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, walking in this faith, in this Hebrewic faith, and walking in obedience and studying his word, knowing what he truly intended for us and intends for us. Because just because I was way back in the gap, the stories that I'm reading, that implies today. It does not change, because Yah does not change. He doesn't change. God does not change, y'all. He is consistent, and he is a God of order. He is the God of order, because he's the only God. He is the God of order. You know, he's the God of non-chaos. So He's gonna stay consistent, y'all. What's there in scripture is not a lie. It's for real. And I told myself, let me just give myself 6 months. And 6 months into walking in obedience. And if it doesn't work, I'll go back doing what I want to do. But it's worked. And it continues to work. Because he continues to work. Whenever I give it to him, he does everything for me. I don't have to pick up my hand at all. I don't have to figure out anything at all. And I am a control freak. And sometimes I still have issues with control. But I like I said, I have to lay my cross down every day too, like everybody else. But I just choose to walk in obedience because I know that's what he wants for me. He wants to bless me, and he wants my life to be happy, and he wants order in my life because he's a God of order and we created in his image. And I love order. So why not be like my creator? Why not be like his son? If he can do it, I can do it. So that's why I keep the law. Anyway, shalom. Bye.